One of the things I like doing most is banging whores.
A few months back, I talked about the teaser trailer for the MCU's new movie, The Eternals. This is part of Marvel's Phase 4 of the MCU, and I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't impressed or interested in the movie. I found the trailer boring. The hype around this movie was so low that I actually forgot about it. Until now, we already have apparently the final trailer. And after watching it, I gotta say, I still don't care. Although I will give credit where it's due, this trailer is much better than the first. We see characters talk and interact with each other, we see some action, and we get an idea what the movie is going to be about. Basically, these things called the Deviants are coming back because the snap that brought everyone back in Endgame created enough energy for something called the Emergence to begin. So the Eternals are reforming the team to put a stop to them. And the Eternals themselves are these superpowered beings who dropped by Earth 7,000 years ago to help and protect the humans from the Deviants originally. And they address why they weren't involved in any war and why they didn't help stop Thanos. Basically, they were forbidden to help out in any human conflict unless the Deviants were involved. What's funny is that people are pointing out that technically Thanos is a Deviant, but of course that's in the comics and isn't a thing in the MCU. And something that I forgot to mention in my previous video is that this movie is filmed at actual locations and not just in a studio. So it's pretty cool knowing that they actually traveled around to different spots to film. Because if you didn't know, just about every MCU movie is just filmed on a soundstage with computer generated backgrounds. And there's nothing really wrong with that because just about every blockbuster does that now. But from like an artistic and filmmaking standpoint, it is cool knowing that a lot of these locations are real and that they actually travel to these spots to film. That's one of the many things that made the Lord of the Rings movies so special. The fact that these vast open lands are real. It's filmed in New Zealand. And the action looks pretty decent. Now I don't know who any of these characters are and what their powers entail, but they all seem super strong. This chick gets a spear and shield thing, and this guy is basically Superman. So as far as the action is concerned, it looks pretty good, and I hope to show these eternal beings as being super powerful. And hopefully the movie doesn't do the MCU thing where they nerf them and make them not as strong as they should be, like they did with Thor. So I'm a little interested in seeing what each one of them can do. Although I'm still not a big fan of the lame attempts at humor. Luckily there's only 2 lines in the trailer, and hopefully the movie isn't stuffed with them. I'm still curious how they're going to manage this cast of 10 characters and make them all at least interesting, but I'm more than certain that only a few of them are actually going to stand out and be at the forefront while the rest are pushed to the back and forgotten about. A cast this big in one movie, I really don't see them being able to develop them all. And the few characters in the trailer that had the most amount of screen time, I didn't find that interesting. But overall, I'm still not that interested in the Eternals. This trailer was much better. I imagine the locations will be cool and hopefully the action is badass. But there's nothing here really reeling me in. No character stands out and the premise isn't that interesting. Hopefully I'm wrong and this movie blows me away. But that's just what I think. Go ahead, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the new trailer for the Eternals. Are you excited for it? Do you think it looks good? Leave a comment and let me know. I guess I'll end the video by saying this.
I'm gay!
I'm looking forward to Shang-Chi. And where's that Spider-Man No Way Home trailer?
Give me what I want!
Greg Heffley, please do not say the N-word in my classroom.
Hey, fuck you!
Excuse me?
Eat shit, you soy boy cuck.
Greg Heffley, I hardly think
Ever
that's
heard of something called Cuphead, old man?